Hello, my loves. Thank you for joining and coming back to my channel. Let me move the candy dish out of the way. Oh, God. Allison, get yourself together. Okay. So today I'm going to be filming a tutorial on this eye look right here. Now, I know I probably fucked up my eyelash a little bit, but it's okay. You know, we're here to learn. So I've already done all of my makeup. My foundation is on, my concealer is on, all my powder is on. I wanted to just show you what the makeup look looked like up close. And to have already one eye done for you, so that way we're not sitting here for friggin' 45 minutes. Now, today's tutorial was inspired by this highlighter that I got at, I believe, CVS. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. This is limited edition, and this is in White Raven. And this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see the skull that's on it. This is one of the limited edition ones. I love this highlighter, specifically because it has a skull on it. If you haven't been around on my channel or haven't watched my previous videos, I am obsessed with skulls. If you want, I will give you a skull collection tour. I'll do that if you guys want that. Just leave me a comment down below and I can totally do that for you. But I have a skull tattoo on my wrist. It's looking a little weird because I have chicken wrists. But anyway, so this has like a iridescent purpley blue look to it when it's in the light. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see it. It's not picking it up. But it looks like it's very white when you look at it on the skin, like with the way the camera is picking it up. But it's actually, when you look at it, it's very purpley blue. So I wanted to do a tutorial with this as my inspiration. I love playing with color. I don't think people do it enough on YouTube. I think it's, you know, a fun way to express yourself, and that's what I'm here to do today. So the palette that I'm going to be using, and all the shadows are going to be in this palette, it is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Now, I know there's a lot of people that say these eyeshadows are chunky, and they are a little bit, and they do have a decent amount of fallout. So the stars of the show are going to be this purple, the royal blue, and then this color, not that color, it's the matte one, the really, really cool turquoisey color right there. I love those shades. I've been looking for an excuse to use them. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. So, I'm going to be using a fair amount of brushes today, so bear with me. I'll list them all in the bottom bar if I don't say what they are. But the first brush you're going to go in with to lay down all of your transition colors is the Morphe M501. That's the one I use. I do believe people use this to highlight. I love using it actually as a blending brush for transition eyeshadow. So we're gonna go into these two shades up here. This is the first row with the two highlighting shades. I'm gonna be going into the third one and the fourth one in the row, and I just like to mix these guys together, as they make a really, really, really nice transition shade for my skin tone. Now, I've already primed my eyes with a little bit of the Too Faced eyeshadow insurance. I do love that eyeshadow primer. It is very good, and it lasts you quite a long time. I've had mine, this might sound a little disgusting, for over a year. Nothing has gone bad. It hasn't separated. It doesn't smell funky. But I really love it. So I'm just going to go with these two shades on my brush back and forth. And then I'm going to do circular motions on the outer corner to blow it out a little bit. So I hope everybody had a really, really, really nice holiday. I know I did. I was with my family both days. That's why I couldn't get a video up last week. But I'm going to get one up for you guys today. And there will be one tomorrow. And the one thing I have to tell you guys is I had that giveaway last week and nobody entered it properly. There was one person that did, but I couldn't get in contact with her. She actually kind of inspired me to try more drugstore makeup, which is why when I saw this, I immediately picked it up. Because I was like, okay. There will be more drugstore reviews and makeup tutorials coming. Sorry, my nose is running. There will be more coming. I actually had work done on my car last week, and it was unexpected, and it cost me quite a bit of money, so give me some time to recoup a little bit, and I will have those tutorials coming for you. So once you've gone in with with those two shades, you're then going to go back into the palette, and I'm going to pick up, it's the second row, it's going to be the third shade into the palette, so this guy right here. And I love these three shades. I think she did a really nice job with these three. They're my favorites. I think they're perfect transition shades, especially with all of the other shades in the eyeshadow palette. And I'm sorry if you can't see me, I'm trying to not mess up. So same thing, I'm going in windshield wiper motions and then going in circular motions on the outer corner. Okay, so now once this is done, you're going to need some type of flat definer brush, preferably something that looks like that. This is the Morphe M167. You can pick this up at Ulta. This is like, I thought it was like $6 or $7. And we are actually going to cut our crease. Now, cutting our crease is actually going to make these eyeshadows stick a little bit better so you don't have as much fallout as you would if you used like a regular eyeshadow glue. And I'm going to be using Shape Tape, which is what I use to conceal my under eye area. I'm in the shade Light. And you only need a little bit. You don't need a lot because Shape Tape is very pigmented. So there are several methods to cutting your crease. You can put a little bit on the top base portion of your lash line and then look up. I find that doesn't work for me because I have very almond eyes. If you have rounder eyes, that probably will work for you. But for me, it doesn't. So what we're going to do with this is actually go all over our our lid area up to the crease and blend it out and make it very smooth. So you still want to have all that shadow that you put there, but you don't, you want the entire lid space to be blank. So I'm going to start at the base of my lash line, and I'm just going to pat all the areas and blend it out with this brush and go into the inner corner, and then once I get up to the crease, I'm going to drag it across where I want the pigmented colors to stop. You're going to go all over. So your entire lid space should have the concealer from inner to outer corner. And I actually just learned how to cut my crease, so you should probably look something like that. Or however you'd like to do it. It's up to you. You know, makeup is very personal to everybody, and everybody has a different way of doing it and has a different way that they like to look. Okay, so once this is all on your lid, you should have something like that. You're going to want to let it dry a little bit. You don't want to go in when it's like super wet. You're going to mesh up your eyeshadow and it's not going to look cute. You're going to wind up with fallout everywhere. So what I'm going to do now is, because these shadows do have quite a bit of fallout, is I'm actually going to put a little bit of translucent powder. And I forgot my beauty blender in the bathroom, but oh well. I'm going to put a little bit of translucent powder all over my under eye area, so that way if I do get any type of fallout, the translucent powder will catch it, which is what we want. And I'm using the NARS translucent crystal. You can use whatever translucent powder you want. You can use any drugstore powder, will work. Anything high-end, drugstore, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry I'm out of focus. I'm just trying to make sure I get this all over my under eye area. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is, if I can close this up. Okay. We're gonna go into these really cool pigmented shadows. Now, take your time with this. So what we're gonna start off by doing, if I could flip the palette over, is we're gonna go in with this really, really, really cool purple shade. And my lighting is bad, I'm sorry. This really cool purple shade. So then we're going to take that same brush that we used to cut our crease with. Now, I don't have a color little switch thing or a napkin anywhere near me, so I'm just going to wipe this off on the back of my hand. The concealer should be kind of dryish and tacky. So you don't need to use any Fix Plus or any type of mist because we've already set down concealer. So then we're just going to put this all over the inner corner. And you're going to want to tap with this shadow because it is very pigmented, and this will have fallout if you're not careful. Okay, and then I'm gonna stop right about. If you would like to add glitter to this, you could. I think actually glitter would look really, really cool with this. I just don't have any on hand. So this is what that's how far into the inner corner you should go, and then just about to the middle portion of your eyelid. And then I'm going to wipe this off on the back of my hand because I don't have one of those color switch things. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in to that really, really, really cool sparkly turquoisey green shade. And I'm going to flip the brush over the one side that doesn't have the purple on it and go in to the middle portion of my eye. And you kind of want to overlay it with the purple because you do want it to look very blended and seamless. Not that these colors are anywhere near in the color range or the color wheel or whatever, but you do want it to look blended. So I'm just going to go all over the middle portion of my eye with this and just tap. You don't want to rub because rubbing will cause fallout. See how I'm just tapping? Okay. And I think that's good. I'm actually going to tap a little bit more on my other eye because it's not as thick, but it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to wipe off because I don't have a color wheel thing. And then I'm going to go on the other side and then go into this nice blue. Now this blue gave me some issues. This does have a lot of fallout, so you will have fallout with this guy. Just be patient is all I can tell you. I had to be very patient. And do the same thing. We're just going to tap this all over the outer portion of our eye. So, and once again, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to look at myself in the mirror so that way I can see what I'm doing. And then you can use the tip of this or the edge of this guy to like kind of shape the eye look that you want. That's what I like about this brush. And then you should wind up with something like this. And then what we're gonna do is now, this is where the complicated stuff with this comes in. So be patient, like I said. So what we're gonna do is actually, we're gonna take several brushes and I'm gonna take matte eyeshadows that are in the similar color family for these three pigmented shades and just kind of blend them out on top. So we're gonna start off in the middle. We're gonna use that really, really, really cool matte turquoisey green color. I'm going to take a little bit on this brush right here. This is a Sephora brush that I got in like a set. I'm not sure if they still have the set, but a brush that looks something like this would be fine. You're just gonna take a little bit on the edge and you're just going to run that at the top portion where that turquoisey bluey green is, just to kind of blend it out a little bit so that way it's not such a harsh line. And don't be afraid to make a mess because, girl, I make a mess all the time when I do stuff like this. Okay. So the next shade that we're actually going to use is actually this black shade right here. This guy, he's I think she called him Abyss. It's actually a pretty cool name. So I'm going to actually take that on a Morphe M433. I'm going to tap off the excess, and we're actually going to blend out on the outer corner with this. We're going to blend out the blue. And you don't want a lot of this. I just don't have a blue shadow to do this with, so I'm using a little bit of that black. You don't want a lot because then it'll make it really dark and you lose that pigment. And if you need to, I'm gonna do this right now, you can go back in with your shader brush and go over it again, which is what I'm gonna do. Okay. So So then lastly, we're going to actually take a little bit of that shade right next to it. It's kind of like a purpley dark black, if that makes any sense. This color right here next to the black, I know you can't really see it on camera, but so we're going to go in with a Sephora Pro crease brush. I think this is their number 10 brush. And I'm just going to ever so lightly blend out the purple portion of the crease. Actually, I think this is a little too big, so I'm going to use the same brush my other one came in. This is a round crease brush that came in the brush set with that same go in. It's a little bit more tapered and easier to use. So I'm just going to use that color to blend out the inner corner. And then go back in with the green because it's very, very, very bright. And just blend this. Oh, so lightly. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, I don't know why I closed this. We are actually going to move to the lower lash line. Or actually, you know what? We'll put on our eyelashes first. So I have these cool eyelashes. I wanted like some dramatic lashes like these guys to put on my eyes. That way, I don't know, I thought it would be cool. So anyway, I got these in this Live Love Sparkle set. I don't know, they're fake eyelashes. My mom got them for me for my Easter basket. I don't know if anybody else still gets an Easter basket, but I still do, and I'm very, very, very happy about it. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to peel this off with my tweezers. Please bear with me. These are very fake eyelashes. And when you first put on a new pair, you want to kind of bend them a little bit so they can mold easier to your eye. So I'm just bending them and making them into the shape that I want. Okay. So I'm going to use the eyelash glue that came with this. It actually worked pretty decently. I just don't like the packaging because it doesn't have a flat bottom, so it can't like stand up on its own. I really hope that you guys can see me. I really hope my explanation is at least halfway decent. That way you can get through this tutorial and actually do this yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry for a second. So I'll use this time to talk about my giveaway. My giveaway is two e.l.f. Bronzers in golden, I think is what it is, and then I have 3 e.l.f. brushes. They look like this. This is the Ultimate Blending Brush. It's got a cool round dome head. I actually have 3 of these, so I think I do have 3 e.l.f. blushes, bronzers. I'll check. No, I have 2 bronzers. I wanted to do a giveaway specifically to engage you guys, and what the giveaway is you have to enter, you have to subscribe to this channel, my channel, and then you have to write a constructive comment. So something that you'd like to see, makeup lines you want me to review, makeup tutorials you'd like to do, this, that, and the third. The girl that inspired me to pick this guy up, I have, thank you so much. I will be doing a Makeup Revolution review for you, so just wait on that. It will be coming soon. So that's what I would like, is for you to write a constructive review and then like this video. And then that's it, and then you'll be entered. I will pick the winners this coming Friday. You have to leave some type of handle on some type of social media account for me to get in touch with you. Because the one person that did enter the last time, I couldn't get in touch with her, and therefore she didn't win, even though I do think that she deserved to win. So to do that, you must leave some type of Instagram handle or email address, something for me to get in contact with you. So this guy is probably dry. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go out of the frame for a second. If you are not good at applying lashes, you can skip this step. I'm like okay at it. I'm not a pro, but I'm not horrible. I can do it, it just takes me a second to get them to stick a little bit. Oh, see, and it came off. Okay, so this eyelash glue is a hell no, because this eyelash glue is not tacky enough for my liking. At least you'll see what it takes me to apply eyelashes in real time. I think it might be this applicator, because this applicator doesn't pick up that much product, which I really don't like. Okay. So we're gonna try this one more time, and then if not, we're just gonna rip it off. And I didn't put any mascara on my eyes today. I actually forgot. And just didn't feel like getting up and going to the bathroom and redoing them. But it's okay. I really don't think you can even see them with all this makeup that I have on, so it's really not that big of a deal. But there is mascara on my bottom lashes, I promise. I'm not a total derelict, if you will. Okay, I think that's actually on pretty good. What do you guys think? Okay. Okay, good. Second try, and they're on, which is good. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the bottom lash line, and then we're gonna highlight, and then we're done, because I did everything beforehand, so that way this would be a quick, easy tutorial, even though this is already like 22 minutes long. But okay, so bottom lash line, you're gonna take a flat definer brush like this. This is the Morphe M432. Once again, you can pick this up at Ulta near you. It's cheap. I think, like I said, it was like $6. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this really cool turquoisey green shade that we put in the middle of our lid. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this in the middle and then run the purple and the blue on the outer and inner corners. And to brighten that, I'm actually going to go in with the matte blue that I used. And then the purple on the inner corner. And then the blue on the outer corner. Actually gonna go over the other eye too. It's looking a little dull. Okay, and then for last but certainly not least, we're just going to put on some mascara. I have the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and then we're going to highlight, and then we are done. And then put blush on. Oh my god, and a lip. Oh, Lord, Allison, get it together. Switch hands. It'd be really cool if I had like some type of like electric blue mascara to go with this. Okay. Okay, now let's put on some blush. I'm going to be using a regular blush. This is the one that I got in BoxyCharm, which is pretty vulgar. This is the shade Make Them Blush. I'm going to dab this off on my hand because this is very pigmented. I'm just going to go in and I already put bronzer on my face. I'm wearing Hoola by Benefit. Okay. And now we are going, I don't know why I keep closing this. We're going to highlight and then put our lip on. So we're going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in White Raven. I want to go find the other shades because I feel like the other like loose pigments are, I heard they're better than the pressed. We will see. This guy really, I don't know if the camera is gonna pick it up, but it's not as pigmented as I thought it would be, which I'm like, meh. I guess it would just be like a cool, like, Halloween party shade if it doesn't wind up working for me, but yeah, it's more of just, yeah. It honestly just looks like white powder on my face. I don't know if you can see it, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Okay. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna highlight the inner corner. If I have that brush with me, I do. Okay, so we're gonna use this on the inner corner of our eyes, and this makeup tutorial, once I put on my lip, is done. I like I like this better as an inner corner highlight, and then next to the purple, it really does pull purple. I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, this pulls very purple. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to be going in with this cool little sample size Bite Beauty lip crayon in Glace, I think that's how you pronounce this. This like really pretty mauve shade. I just wanted to go with a nude because our eyes are very loud. Sorry, this takes me like a day and a half to do because I have very weirdly shaped lips. Okay, and once that's on, you are done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please make sure to enter the giveaway and enter it properly. I do need some type of handle on Instagram. I don't have Twitter. But on Instagram, if you want, please leave your handle or an email address, something that I can contact you with, or your Snapchat. I have Snapchat, and I will DM you or message you or send you a picture of what you won. Once again, you have to follow this channel, like this video, and leave a constructive comment in the comment section. So something you want to see me do, some makeup line you want to review. And please, with the makeup lines, I live on my own, and I don't make a ton of money, and I have to pay bills, so please make it, I don't know, I guess, be mindful is what I'm saying. But I do want to review stuff. I do like saving for makeup. I am super excited to be back on YouTube, so please let me know. Like this video, leave a constructive comment, and subscribe, and you will be entered to win, and leave your Instagram handle or somehow I can contact you. Okay, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!